What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, what am I doing today? Okay, it's Friday. RX4's still here. So yeah, no, the bro had a big miss yesterday, and he stayed in Taupo for the night, and he was like, hey man, is it cool if I come in the mornings? He said, sure, you can just leave it here if you want, you can take the KE away. You can have my KE. I'll swap that. I'll keep my running gear. And he's got some. But yeah, anyway, I also make some Black Holic stickers. Yeah. Got some OG ones here. These are the original digis. So I made them like full window banner length. Yeah. So yeah, I made these ones real bold. So these are the ones I had on the merch and everything else. So yeah, yeah. We're waiting on merch too. I'm about to finish printing. I've just got a couple more hoodies, and I've finished printing the K merch, which you probably see it on my belly. See it on my belly, hey, my big belly. But yeah, anyway, keep doing these. You get the 4. So yeah, a couple of people were asking. I seen one of the bros comments about should I set the steering up for electric steering in there. What was here? And yeah, and he's like, it's not your problem. Well, yeah, no, it's not my problem. But it's actually already set up for that. So yeah, it's got an S1314 front end in it. Geese, just give you little fucking pops on it. It's got coilover suspension, and you can see, yeah, it's going up full electric anyway. So he said he's already sorted that out, and it'll be all mounted inside the car. So yeah, so it's got the setup done. He knows what he's doing. He's got all the fucking gear in there. Again, if you know this dude, it's not his first rodeo. I mean, he drifts a fucking street car that he drives. RX3 coupe. So yeah, everything basically. So it's got the Hilux big rear end. He's kept it all 5 stud. I believe he's keeping it that way as well, because it's just easier to find wheels. But the KE, that's all rack and pinion as well, but not electric. Go electric by running off the shaft, so I can run off here, and you can run it electric. But so far that I know, it handles real nice. So yeah, I am trying to make something happen so I can go hit the track and try and slide it. But yeah, I need more funding to make that happen. So yeah, I've got a lot I want to do. I want to fucking get to these events. I want to get up north. I want to rip the fucking scene up. I need to test what the new fucking torque numbers are in this car. I think we've got it where we want it. Again, there's room for it to go heaps more powerful. There's heaps more room there. Ejector cycle, yeah, we're only at 72%, so we've got room to go through with that. The turbo, as I said, we've maxed that out. We've pretty much maxed it fucking in. It was only, yeah, it's maxed, but we've got heaps more fucking torque, which is massive for this car. And it's probably enough. I don't know. We'll find out. And just judging from what I've seen from all the other bigger horsepower rotors, you'll notice that they'll get to like over a minute and then start gurgling and farting. And yeah, and I'm not going to go fucking methanol. That's just cheat code. And it's just like, fuck, it's just a drama. You got to clean, you got to constantly get that fucking shit out of your main system all the time when it's sitting there. It's just a fucking headache, and fuck that. Just be real. And I mean, I get 2 minutes out of this. So hopefully the way it's set up now, we're back to the 2 minutes, 2.5 minute range. The water injection, I can turn it to meth injection if I want. That was working. I know which way the switch is because I've seen it on the dyno. So if you're watching the dyno vids, you would have seen a little blue light on the dash come up. That's the water meth injection. So basically, I made my own kit, and it's triggered by a boost switch. and when it gets to the certain boost, it sprays water. And if I want to put methanol or meth in it, I can do that, it's fine. But just remember, when you're dealing with meth, that's for more power gains and stuff, and you have to tune it to that. I'm not going to say the numbers that you gain from going water meth or methanol injection. It's a little bit, but the thing is that now your engine's relying on it, so if it disappears, you're fucked. So that's why we stayed water and didn't have to tune it. So yeah, I really want to get out there, really want to get behind the wheel. It's sitting on a trailer still. I just want to rip fucking shit up. Anyway, we're going to get into this now and this, but yeah, the bro's on his way. He should be here in a couple of hours, and we'll say farewell finally to the coop, and then we'll get into this and talk about it. We can talk about it now, actually. So this has been epoxied. Now, I'm not a fan of epoxy fucking primers. I am, but I aren't. I am. It just seems like they're a fucking mist of sand and everything. And to tell you the truth, the only time I've used epoxy primers is when for boats and shit that really needed it. But it's been a wet on wet process. So the people who know what wet and wet is, they'll be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. People who don't, it's basically 4-part process. You got the product, you got the epoxy fucking hardener, then you got your thinner, and then you add something like a binder, or so binders are normally when you're changing something from 2K to base coat, when the paint is raw. So when you have a system, you have it's all raw, and then you add a binder that changes it to 2K to base coat. Yeah, but normally with the wet on wet, yeah, so you put like I think, I could be wrong, I can't remember, it was a while ago, but you know, you add like a 2K binder to it, or I used to use clear coat. I just added clear coat to it, yeah, and thinner. It did the same fucking thing. With the clear coat though, I did notice that it didn't do any weird shrinking back or anything like that. I should just put this on the tripod that the bro's given me. But anyway, yeah, so what you do, you spray it on, you get it on wet, so like a finishing coat, and then you add your paint on top of it, and they bind together, they blend together, and then, yeah. And the theory is they all set at the same time. So yeah, it's a longer process. It does take a couple of hours, 2-3 hours to lay it all down. Some people could be saying right now, fuck off mate, you're doing it in like an hour. I'm talking about full size vehicles and shit, you know. But yeah, I've always learned if we did the process a little bit slower, it didn't do anything crazy, it didn't shrink back and do anything weird. But yeah, anyway, this has been done in a pot, and they did everything they could do. So these guys, they bare metaled this car and then epoxied it. Now, it is going to take a bit to sand. I've been, as you all know, I use 220 or 240 when I sand everything now. Why 240 is because once you start sanding, the sandpaper wears out and the grade goes down. So by the time you've fucking gone over everything, you've pretty much got to the point where you're at 320, 400. So it's perfect. There's no point buying this, this, and this to get to where you're going to get with this, you know? Think wisely. Do it smartly. I don't know. I'm not really good at those fucking terminologies. But anyway, so yeah, I have started. Now, it has been, now weirdly, it's been rusting through. It shouldn't fucking do that. So they've used everything they've been told to use on this. But yeah, we did have, so what this back, remember this bonnet? If you remember, this bonnet was covered in it, and look, all I've used on this is 2K. So this is 2K primed only. And this has been garage stored and everything, and these were starting to come back through. Now, either it wasn't treated to begin with, or yeah, something's epoxy, I don't know. But we're gonna get there in a minute. I'm gonna show you something really fucking awesome. See, it's all coming through. This should not be happening. No fucking way. But then again, so that was from, he said something, Coke got spilt on it, something, spilled something. Look, it's all come through. So, yeah. And we've got the bonnet. Okay. It is very odd that it's done this with the epoxy, because the epoxy is like a fucking sealant. It shouldn't be doing that at all. And again, look, these Durapox, which is a form of, it's a primer, kind of an epoxy, but it's, yeah, whatever. But it's a way better product than what the fucking that's been. So that, when it has a hardener, it's like, I can see it. It's kind of yellowish. I'm trying to fucking the words on my head to describe it. But yeah, it's, yeah, I can't. Someone just messaged and I read their message and I'm mind blank. But it's kind of like gum, like tree gum. It looks like that kind of. And all mixes is meant to, be a solid bound. But again, we have painted cars in 2K primer and driven them in the weather, and they've never done what this is doing. So very, very fucking weird. So basically, I'm going to hopefully, it's all the way down there, going to sand it all back. Hopefully this is all minor, but yeah, this is going to be a cunt to spray. Like, look how fucking oh, it's dumb, because once I look at something outside, it's like, yep. But once you see, we need to get to that surface. See in there? Not that surface. But you've also noticed that there's black all over it. Well, yeah, what I've been doing, I've been hitting it up and then wiping it all off to get like a dust coat on it to sand it. But yeah, so anyway, also all this is going to go zinc black, so he has started sanding in here, which is fucking mean. So I'm just going to go back over and scuff it all and just get it, a little bit thin. But he's done a good job in here. But this is interior, it doesn't have to be anything fucking wonderful. And then we're going to scuff the cage. I have scuffed it already, and this is how all the interior is going to look. So we bought a whole lot of these. Again, chems. This is matte, but I have got a big box. That box here, full of them. We're going with the semi again, like we've done in here. So the whole thing will be done. So I'll unbolt this though, so we mask the anodized parts up, and yeah, it's going to be easier cage, I think. Oh, fucking nice crossbar there. That's where the seatbelts obviously go. But yeah, we'll spray all this inside black. So he's already started. He must have been testing out what I said. Yeah, started masking. Good man. I'll mask the rest, and yeah, on. But yeah, so the next process is let's do some more sanding. We'll show you again 240 on orbital. I'll find my other pad as well. I've taken it off. I don't know where the fuck. Oh, here it is. Yes! Who's your daddy? So I found that. So also another thing, Razine have just come out with these. I think I showed in another video. These are testers. So this is that's 240. See what I mean? So it says 240, 320. So pretty much what I said I'm doing with these. No. So once they're worn down, they go down to another thing. So these will probably most likely wear out to a 400, you know. But these obviously wear out to a 320. So we'll give them a go. And we probably can clean these and use them again because they're sponge. Like they're already. So normally we've used something like that. But we'll move on to that. Anyway, we'll stop jabbering about that stuff. Stop confusing everyone. We'll be working with these. And we're going to start sanding. We'll sand all the doors, sand everything down. And we'll start filler. So we're going to do like I did with that wagon. Start on this side, make our way over, and then we can spin it around. Keeps it in flat tyres, which is a cunt, but hey. Sand all that. I don't think I'll fix that, doesn't matter, it's a race car. This is the outside we're looking at. But yeah, we're going to get there. And yeah, we're going to sand this down at the same time. As I said, this side's pretty much nearly finished. Yeah. And I have to paint that side first. Clear coat that side first, and then I can work on that side. It's a bit of a long one. 16 minutes of a whole lot of shit. So anyway, let's get into sanding, eh? And yeah. And filler. So, yeah. Fuck. So we'll show you all sanding and then using filler. Not to add too much bog. The weather is cold. Perfect example. Doing filler in the cold. Anyway, peace out. Look who's here. Look who's here. Alright, the ball's gone, so now we're on. Before we do anything else, I'm just gonna show you some prep on this thing. So you heard me jabbering on about the surface. It is fucking rough. Again, hey, the dude's not a professional at doing whatever. He gave it a go, which is, yeah, it's all good. So we're not gonna bag for that, okay? What we're here for. I mean, come on. If you're following my channel, you'll see that we have seen panel shops do a fucking way worse. But yeah, you know, so I am going to go use a soft pad. I'm going to just give it a hit with this, see if it makes any difference. Sometimes it can, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's going to have a smash. So you can see I've already tagged up the roof and then I've wiped it down. So I'll show you what I was doing next video. I don't think this is going to stick. I've got the wrong sander. So, ow. Let's get the other sander. Okay, so we're back, got the other sander. This should stick to this now. Yeah, there we go. I need to change that base. Well, Zipso actually did send me a replacement base because it just wore out. But anyway, the other pads are sticking to it. I might use it for that. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So right, we're going to be here for a while. Luckily the whole car isn't done. It kind of is, but it ain't. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of sanding on this one. I could quickly sand it to this level here, and then I could 2K it, prime it, and get a real nice even surface on it. But it's weighing up your options of product. That's going to use more product. This is going to use more time. Where do we go? So it could sand differently. The bonnet, I think it's going to be like this. But yeah, you can see maybe there probably wasn't enough thinner in it. Some of it's real chunky and stuff, but hey, it is what it is. We take this work on to help people out. I don't charge the world, you know, but we help everyone out. So anyway, you can see our, again, areas like that. So I'm not panel beating this car, but I am cleaning up all the major dents. So that's gonna get a fucking whack. We do have this problem over here. It's doing it again. Let's show you this again. We'll be familiar exactly what's done on the boot. So we're going to take all this back, and yeah. But somehow I just don't think this is a very good quality epoxy. It doesn't even have a smell to it being sanded. Like, UK has a smell. If you sand it, you can smell it. This has nothing, and it's, yeah. As I said, they did everything that the shop told them to. It's not a resin product, automotive product or anything. But yeah, they bought all the gear. They did what they thought they were doing. So I'm going to take that back, get it back down the steel. I'll show you what it looks like under there, and then probably going to have to treat it. And then let's put bog everywhere else. We're going to skim bog everything we're going to do, and that will be the end of this video. So we're just trying to move ahead, going to show you all stages, okay? Just going to mix the bog on the roof. It's fine, it's not going to hurt anyone. So yeah, let's get that shit off and find out where the problem is lying. Well, I know where the fuck it's lying. It's in the bloody over there. So yeah, look at that now. Alright, so we're going to check this out. So you know I haven't, I don't know, making this shit up. So all that is there, that's going to be all in there as well. So we're going to get all of that out. Yeah, something's, hopefully this wasn't already there and they've just gone over it. So yeah, you can't, you need to get rid of that. So you all remember me going through that whole process with this bonnet here. So yeah, same ordeal. I think I'm just going to wire brush there, get the wire brush and then just clean it all up. And then if I can't get rid of it, we'll treat it as well. Yeah, we need to get rid of it, because I mean, if I etch that and then bog over it and then prime it, I'm going to hide it for a certain period of time. It could be a couple of years, it could be a couple of months. It's going to make its way back no matter what. So yeah, hey, but it is what it is. Again, we're not pointing the finger at the people who done it. I mean, it's their car. It's just that it has happened. All the acid washing, or the product that they used, from what he told me they used, that should have actually killed all this and not come back. See, look at this. I'll show you this as well. So remember that. Let's see it. Real time. All there. And people out there bitch about what I charge. I don't charge a fucking lot. But look, I do go as far as I have to. Okay? Seriously. I go as far as I have to fucking do something. But look, it's all there for me. Again, I don't know. It could have always been there, and it's just come through. But yeah, all the way along. So yeah, I might just get the wire brush out and just wire brush all that. Let's just get rid of it. Get it back to clean metal I should say. And yeah, it's gonna save heaps of drama. So we'll do that next. Get the wire brush out, give it a shamu, give it a whiz banger, then we'll do bog. Show you how to do bogging. So yeah. We'll cut that. We'll cut to the next video. Let's do it. So I found more, but I managed to get it out. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of time. See, so you can still see where it was. That's it. We got rid of most of it. And I'll put some etch on it, and it should seal it and stop it from coming back. Now, if it was like this there, then yeah, we'll treat it. So that's going to get treated with a rust called preventer acid bullshit fucking thing. Then we'll etch it. But I'm gonna sand and get that as much of that out as I can, but I can feel it. It's already in there, so yeah. We've just got all that to get rid of. But anyway, I'm going to etch that now. So, and then we'll put some filler on. Alright, so again, I just used it out of the can, colour pack resin product. Again, I used to use Primo to mix it up and all that shit, but this goes just as far. But yeah, here we go. So again, you don't have to go fucking bonkers with it. Done. Let's just get that covered. So sweet, that'll do. So yeah, I'll let that dry, and I might give it a little, you know, then give it a light scuff, and then we'll put filler in. So we're gonna put filler in basically from there to fucking wherever, and then we'll I'll get rid of all that, sand that out. So once I've filled that in, we'll show you how to do filler. Then basically sand to the center, sand all here, sand all this. So we'll sand all that, and then we'll sand all these doors and shit. I've already started sanding doors, and then we'll make our way half car at a time. I mentioned this dent before. Fuck, are we in dream mode? I think we are. Hold up. Oh, that's way better. I'm gonna fill that dent because I was thinking about bugging the fuck out. So again, haven't sprayed much on there. That's way better visual, eh? Dickhead. And dickheads to me, not anyone else. And I'll sand all that out as well. So yeah, so we're gonna get there. So again, that'll dry. I'm off to go get my daughter from, and yeah, then we'll get the filler out, show you how to do filler. Fillers, again, it's a brainer, no brainer, but it is a brainer. But I'll show you. Let's get this done. Where's my kiddo? Where's she gone? Alright, so this was all the way along here, so you can see. Believe me, it doesn't look that bad, but yeah, I get that out. Fuck's sakes. But I try to, yeah, on this, you can see, try wire brushing it. Nah, it's too deep. So we're going to treat that, put some treatment on it, this as well. So I'm going to wire brush the rest of that, show you what it looks like, and then yeah, just going to put some fucking acid rust shit in there and let it treat that. And then tomorrow, I know it'll be Sunday, as I have a tattoo to finish tomorrow. Then we'll etch it and stuff. But yeah, alright, we're gonna look at it, check it out, and this is all I'm using. Again, I can just use this and this. Remember, I'm not here to show you what you should use if you had the money to buy every proper tool, everything that you should need. This is not what I'm here. If you want that, go watch fuck knows. But yeah, don't be here. I'm teaching you how to do shit with what you got lying around and still get a quality job. And with it, even then, it's gonna sacrifice a little bit of hard labour with your hands, okay? Man up. Fucking get the fuck in there. Stop being a blouse. But yeah, let's get that, and I'll show you what it looks after that, and then I'm comparing sanding 2K to this stuff. Well, I've already showed you what it's like sanding this. Let me show you sanding that. Not going to sand the whole thing, just a bit of it. And then we're going to mix some bog up, and then give it a skim, and then we're going to leave this video here, and then return on Monday evening or Tuesday. Alright? So let's get rid of that, eh? Okay, so I can't find my fucking shit for that, so I'm just going to etch it for now, and then we'll come back to it. We'll remove all the etch. I just want to seal it. So I'm not fucking putting, again, it's not like a fucking big douse of fucking shit on there, just sealing it off until I can find it, and then I'll come back. I'll remove all that etch and put the stuff on there. I just don't know where the fuck I used it, and I don't know where it is. Anyway, I'm just going to sand. Oh, fuck's sakes. Kid. So while you're here, we'll remove that, eh? Everyone knows I'm actually doing it. Fuck, you don't know how long I've been trying to find that fucking shit for. So we'll remove it, and then we'll put some of this shit on there. Okay, so I've done that. I'm trying to make sure it's fucking in there. Yeah, it's all wet, and you can tell it's working because it was done there. So that's, yeah. Just trying to neutralise everything, whatever the fuck it does. Eats it. It stinks. Don't get it on your fucking hands, that's for sure. Anyway, we're going to do what I said I was going to do before, to sand a bit of this bonnet to show you the difference. And then we're going to mix up some primer. I remember I stuck that down there. Mix up some bulk. Bulk, not primer. So here we go. Let's put this on here. I'm trying to get the ball rolling, you know. Rolling. Oh, we haven't done that song. Shut up. So I've got the old disc I was using before. And we're just going to show you the difference. For example, that's where our primer has been used. So I'll put a fresh disc on actually so we can show you what happens. Okay, so here we go. You can see how much nicer it sands. So I'm trying to sand in one hand. You should need two, so I need to hold the bonnet at the same time. But you can see how much better it sands, how much the primer fills and everything. I'll get those out in a minute. I'll just flat nicer. There looks like it might need a little bit more work, fill in, but we'll see. But I'll show you what it looks like once I've just finished this. I'm trying to find my tapping remote. It's tiny. Gee. If you try to check anything, you know, run your fingers over it and close your eyes or look the other way, and then you know if it's bad enough to, because it's going to get airbrushed, I can get away with and that's it. So, big difference. Way easier. Do have a big dip there though, so. You can see these dark bits are the lows, so it's going to need another fucking skim. Fucking bitch. The whole thing needs a fucking skim. wasn't the most perfect bonnet, so white hides a lot. So yeah, I'm going to skim it. I'm going to skim that and skim this. Let's mix up some bog on this roof here and give you a little, if you don't know how to mix bog, show you what you need to do. Get this party started. Hooray! It's done better. Can't use the remote all the time. Anyway, we're going to mix this up. I'm just going to do it on the roof here. There's something going on here. I don't know what the fuck it is. The other thing is that, heaps of the roof structure. Oh, it's still there. I was wondering why it's fucking seaming like that. Anyway, can't find my scraper, so we're just going to use this anyway. Sweet. Bog of choice. That's probably way too much. No. So I use Z-Grip. I don't know, it's real flexible. As proven on everything I've put it on and crashed on. So you can see we've got a little blob. Don't know if you can see how much that is, how much harden I'm actually going to work with it. So it is cold, but we're going to give this, plenty of time to harden. Don't know if we can zoom in. No, we can't. So yeah, see if I can pick that up, and you can see that is probably plenty enough. Anyway, when you're mixing your bog, you're always just kneading it really. Mix it up. You should be able to see the colour change, and you should be able to see the two products mixing together. Now, if you don't mix them together, what will happen is that it's good because it's cold. I can get away with having a chat. You can see the difference here. I don't know if, let's get that there. See, so these are difference from no hardener and hardener. You can see it. If you don't fucking mix them, it will stay forever soft in between, and yeah, you'll be fucked. Let's just say that. It'll all turn to fucking shit. 90% of the time you can find out once you're sanding it, it'll start all falling out, and you can dig it out, etc. Or it'll separate. Yeah, it'll just end up being one big thing. But you should really mix on a bog board of some sort. It just controls your area that you're mixing this fucking shit with. I'm just going fucking crazy here. I don't really fucking care at the moment. But yeah, if you've got a piece of wood, plastic, I don't know, a sheet of glass, perfect. But there you go, we're all mixed. As I said, if you did this later on in the year, maybe from later September, October onwards, fuck, you would not be chatting like I'm doing now. Anyway, I'm just going to slap this fucking where I need it. I'm just going to skim it. Try and hold it flat, and drag it as much as you can. The more you do it, the more you get used to maneuvering it. Again, I don't know what's happening down here, so I'm just going to put some. It'll probably most likely all just sand out. But it looks like there's something going on there. But yeah, I don't know what it is. We'll find out once we sanded this area. Something was up with it. Don't be shy if you build it up a little higher, because you do want to sand it down. Again, there's probably people out there going, it's not how you fucking do it. It's worked for me for how many years? Hey, at least there's something between the bog. Always put something between the steel and the bog. Don't be a fuckwit like that fucking Chad fella. God damn. Watching that numpty, like, it's like, dude, you are the reason why cars have rust between everything. But yeah. So this should be a sweep for this. So the excess I was pushing off and using it on the bonnet. But yeah, this is probably going to need another a good skim after I've sanded it, once we know what's going on here. While we're here, I'll do this door inside this doorway. Because I said I wasn't going to do it, but it was fucking bugging me. So yeah, I wasn't going to do that, but I just had this feeling that you're going to open the door and see this big fucking dent, and it'd be like, oh fuck, Smokes, did you do that? Oh, well, I wasn't going to, but yeah, I know. So yeah, when you got another bog scraper, you can also flex it. So yeah, this is probably not the perfect thing to use for that, but who cares? I'm going to come over to here and skim this. This needs a fucking skim. So what I mean skim is that you're pretty much trying to glide it over the top. I think it was from up there. It just felt funky. This is the colour I'm going to do this bonnet, which I'm probably giving it away now to the owners. It needs to be relatively straight. What's going on it will probably hide it, but I don't want to make it look too fucking obvious. What the fuck, you know, that it's fucking Ripley, you know. Again, if you want a car, if you have a car that's you don't want to panel beat the living fucking shit out of it, paint it white. Straight up. Bright colours do hide a lot as well. This one's going white. I mean, this one's going light. But yeah. Done. And then done. Alright. Excess, just find somewhere to fucking just to wipe it off. So again, if you've got a board, you can use that. I'm just gonna use this. It's not gonna fucking hurt anyone. But yeah. So yeah, I've got all that sand. And see what I'm gonna get away with the airbrushing. Just these edges I don't think are gonna get covered. But yeah, for this, here we go. So we covered a few things here. I hope it kind of kind of made sense. But yeah, epoxies, primers, don't know, it needs to be more wetter. You can see it wasn't as wet. So yeah, again, stay in the next video. We're gonna finish sanding everything that we can get to, half of it, and yeah, the doors are going to get primed. They'll get 2K primed. They're just too much of the wrong colour, and the colour that's going on it needs as much equal tone as we can. It's going yellow. Yellow is the worst fucking colour to lay down, especially this kind of yellow. Anyway, stay tuned. Part 2 on the EX Lancer. And tutorial on how to prep. So yeah, So the next video with this, I'm remembering, yeah, these doors are going to be, you know, if your car is whatever. But yeah, just remember though, like, sometimes you don't need to, oh fuck, I just noticed down there. Jesus. We'll show you that in the next video. Oh yeah, what the fuck happened down there? Oh my god. Oh. Hey, I've polished many turds, don't you worry. But yeah, what we're gonna show you with these doors is that sometimes you don't need to fully prime a car. So I'll let you know what colours they are. But yeah, it'll make sense in the next video. Anyway, shut the fuck up. Have a little browse. We'll end here on the old Latza. Boom. Alright. Stay tuned. And peace out, everyone. Hey. Have a fucking massive weekend. Take care of one another. And yeah. We up, Craig.